Hi and welcome to this video on control. This video will be covering why you should understand to control these monsters. This game is very simple, but has a lot of complexity. It's very simple in how this game functions. There is very basic concepts like the good rapid fire pistol or decent rapid fire pistol, decent charge up sniper, also different things. Like each one of these things do something different, and each one is a pretty standard concept like shatter, the shotgun, different things like that. And that's the full auto, that's the semi-auto pistol, and that general thing. But where this game is very cool is, or with the weapons specifically, this game has a lot of cool places. But with weapons, there's things like, excuse me, even though you didn't hear me, there's things like this charge up, which changes that completely, where it goes from decent charge, high damage, to basically a two-shot revolver, which is absolutely gorgeous. Not gonna lie. Okay, I did make a video on this last video day, relatively speaking, which is just covering the gameplay. I do want to show off a whole lot more about the lore and just the implications about how simple yet gorgeous this game is. Like, for an example, right there, I showed off the ammo type, where it's the same ammo. And you can play around with things like that. Like, I shot off more shots, which technically this does around the same amount of damage as this because of my upgrades, but because I can do bang, bang up close and do one good boom at range, I could play around that. Because, like, for an example, boom, boom, dodge back a little bit, and then bang. I can do something around those lines and just play around the overall ammo. And the ammo system, like that, about how both of your guns do the same, or cause the same ammo, or take the same ammo, is the same for your abilities. Like your dash, your shield, and your go-to Yeetabitch is at the same, or cost the same energy, and is very simple, and all of them can be upgraded pretty substantially, not gonna lie. And it all depends on how you want to play. I played a very good bit and I maxed out shield primarily for that specific thing to allow me to get into places I really shouldn't be able to shove my shotgun in places that is really beneficial to me. Um Whenever I get enough XP points, I don't know what they're called. I am going to be leveling up my melee a good bit more because I really do like getting up close and personal and basically shotgunning a bitch in two ways, where I'm able to just boom and boom, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, doing a whole lot of damage, is what I want to do. With the added benefit of being able to dash in and yeet. Now, excuse me, sorry about that. I don't know why I'm so burpy. I just drank orange juice. Um, but this game is very amazing for multiple different reasons. The main reason that I really think anyone can get around is the amount of lore. Because every single character, like this is all the enemies. I'm going to scroll through because I don't want to spoil anything. And then there is the reports. All these different things. Each one has so many different things you can read on. Uh, and this is just one page. I don't think it's really worth going through everything. Now, each one of these has the exact, or not the exact same. Some of these have more, some of these are different things. Like, for example, multimedia is different audio recordings, like,
The astral plane. Similar to an iceberg, what you see is not what you always get. Regardless, this place is vitally important to the Bureau. Most information on the astral plane is classified, but we can talk in broad strokes, keeping in mind that these are staggeringly complex systems, and simplification does them no justice. Now, the white non-space, the ever-present inverted black pyramid, the board, all linked, intrinsically tied to the oldest house, tied to the director, the process of choosing a director, tied to all objects of power in terms of who controls them. Yes.
something amazing about that entire thing is that it is nowhere near that simple. Like, for an example, you see most of that shit in gameplay. You feel that out. Like for an example, when you get certain abilities, the director or the not the director, the board actually talks to you directly, and you're the director because when you walked in, you basically got his badge. The gun. The gun is the director's badge. It's very cool how that functions because people see the gun and say, "Oh, hi, director, save our ass, please. This is going on, this is going on, this is going on, and oh fuck." That is basically how every single interaction happens because it is a whole lot of oh fuck. We are dealing with a demonic incursion of the fucking mind. How do we fight these things? Kind of thing. Because they have guns, not magic voodoo hoodoo powers. But uh this game is so simple with its complexity. Like for an example, the pyramid. The pyramid, like he said, is in the astral plane, and you can see all that. But when you go to the Ocean View Motel, I'm not going to spoil it a whole lot, but the Ocean View Motel is where you go to a new area that is okay. I'm not going to spoil how gameplay wise, but in lore application, how it functions, it connects you between two parts of space that are adrift from one another, where you're able to connect two sections of reality together in physical space, so you can just walk through it at one point after you complete it and that general thing. Um, but something kind of cool is it's in the director's space, or not the director's, no, the board and the pyramid are separate entities, I believe. The board, or not the board, the entity, the pyramid, relatively speaking, the pyramid is where you keep going. You never actually go into any other door or touch any other door or experience anything besides or outside any other door except for the pyramid, because I believe the Ocean View Motel is connected to not just the pyramid, the board, and the director, but multiple pyramid like entities, multiple possible boards, and multiple director type entities. Now, something kind of cool is there's an Alan Wake DLC. I don't know where to look for this or anything like that. I don't want to scroll through everything, but there is an old Alan Wake DLC that his entire thing worked off of this, where his entire game is based off of one of
There is
these.
a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces intruding upon our world in the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects, a gun, a television, a supposedly haunted house. So clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life, popular culture, urban legends, but we are observing and influencing a complicated system in action. We can change the likelihood of something being a receptacle for these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome. And yet, there's something unique in us, in our dreams, in the conceptual reality with power with our minds. What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point or just a necessary evil in this? A byproduct, a reflection, a projection? We'll struggle to find the answers to these hard questions, or die trying.
Uh, that tells you again so much about what they can do and different things like that. Now, the Ocean View Motel is similar, or okay, going to Alan Wake. Alan Wake, I don't know his game. I never played Evil Within. I don't think it's Evil Within. I forget exactly what it's called. Alan Wake's game. I never played it, but I know it has to do with the darkness and different things like that. You actually fight one of the bosses and bad guys was definitely in this game, which is pretty cool. The reason why his entire thing happened, at least in the continuity of Control, is because one of the doors opened in the Ocean View Motel. And what I think, okay, to touch on what that showed about different how there's so many different concepts. Like for an example, the service weapon. This gun here is different concepts. It's not actually a gun. It's little cubes that add up in the overall shape of a shotgun to do shotgun things. It's not actually a shotgun though, which gives its own little flair. Um, Now, something kind of cool about the Ocean View Motel. The Ocean View Motel and other places like it are how our brain needs to perceive it, how our brain has to perceive it, and that general thing. Think Warhammer 40k demons. That is not what they actually look like in any picture anywhere. That's not what they actually look like, but that is what they actually look like. Both sentences are correct here. Because technically they are a big, massive energy with no physical body, and yet when you always look at them, no matter who looks at them, they're going to look the exact same. They're unless it's Xingqian demons, they never look the same, even when you're looking at them. So they'll just lava lamp their faces. I think is the better way to put it, or the best way to put it. Um, and same goes for the Ocean View Motel. The Ocean View Motel and other places like it use a general construct, a general concept, which is why the Ocean View Motel doesn't really have a whole lot to go off of. It's just a hotel. It's just a hotel that has people show up every now and then. You don't respond, at least in gameplay, but I don't think it really matters. And that alone does add on questions. But so many different things about how this game flows and functions is just interesting and intriguing. And I really want a show set in this universe or a movie or something because of how this game shows off so many different things. Like, for an example, the base of operations, the oldest house. I hope I can actually find this fast. Look at this shit. This is the base of operations. This is the building that I'm in. Or
August
you're
4th,
into, if you play.
1964. We discovered the oldest house while investigating a suspected altered world event case in the New York City subway tunnels. The agents found their way up into the building. Once we became aware of it, it was there. For the rest of the population, it was hiding in plain sight, a slippery blind spot, seemingly discouraging observation. It's a place of power, an ongoing AWE of its own, seemingly adhering to its physical outer constraints and yet constantly breaking the known boundaries of reality. It's unstable, shifting. Note, for more details on control points and the research and process to stabilize and secure the core sectors, refer to a separate presentation. After extensive research and investigation, the Bureau made the building its headquarters on November 13th, 1968. The Federal Bureau of Control was never out in the open. This was always an obfuscated, classified top secret operation. So imagine our surprise when the building's observation-resistant aspects began in some unquantifiable way to affect the Bureau as a whole.
Now, to easily explain how the oldest house can do what it does, even though it's very weird, very just like shoehorned in kind of thing, like if you just look from an outside perspective. Now, something awesome about it is a building. Just thinking about the concept of a building. A building could literally be in plain sight. You live in this town day in, day out, like you've lived here for like 20 years. This town, blank name, doesn't really matter. And you walk down this street basically like every other day, possibly once a week, but you know this street. And then you see a light come down an alleyway you never knew existed because it was just a very tight alleyway. You never noticed it was there. And then you see a building you never knew was there. It's always been there. Everyone knows it's always been there. You just never bothered asking. And different things like that. Like, it's that concept of a building could just be somewhere. That's urban. Better example that I thought about was actually just a building in the mountains. A lot of rocks, a lot of cubes, a lot of just debris everywhere. How are you really supposed to tell where anything is? Because it's all just stuff. But um, that's another way a building can just hide in plain sight. And the reason why the building can change shape and design and has so many different types of architecture is because it's a building. It's not a building, it's building. It's all the buildings, it's all the different concepts, all the different layouts, all the different structures, which is why it's just cubes, really, because building is fundamentally designed off of very right angles, very cube type stuff, which is why even when something is destroying the building, it still breaks down in the cube design, which is pretty cool, or angular design, rather. Not necessarily cube, because sometimes it breaks off in different shapes, but overall, it's angular. Something kind of cool about this is the hotline is the same general thing about the old house, the service weapon, all these different things. The hotline is a phone, but in the concept alone, it connects the user to theoretically anywhere, like anywhere with the ability. And you know, I'm gonna go to control points.
It took us a long time to learn how to stabilize the control points, the ley lines, the meridians of the oldest house. Darling found a way to soothe this beast. We discovered we must cleanse control points of all interference. It's my duty as the director, like Northmore before me. I couldn't manage it in my own house, at my home. I'll damn well do it here. Without the control points, the oldest house would swallow us alive. We'd be sealed inside an endless labyrinth, and no one would hear our screams. If an enemy ever managed to corrupt the control points, it'd be over fast, spreading like a cancer, leaping over the fire breaks like a crown fire. They are the weak point. Darling was right about that. He's wrong about everything else. Dangerously wrong. Suspiciously wrong. Has he been compromised?
Something amazing about that, because that actually ties up a whole lot of different things. Um, okay, I forgot what I was saying about. Okay, forget exactly what I was saying. I think I was going to continue something off of what I was saying last, but I have no clue what I was saying last. I'm just going to continue off of the control points video, but something amazing about that is while you're playing through the game, you see what he means by swallowed up. And you see different, you hear little voice lines and different things like that about how people literally just disappear in the walls. And it's not like the wall closes one bit in front of them, one bit behind them. No, it just squish, and they're now gone into the void of nothingness, but they're also gone in pastitude, kind of thing. You're never seeing them again. They're just fucked. Um, but what he also was talking about, how it all kind of blends together, is it's all based around the director. You are the director because that guy, I don't know how to say this in the best, he's seppuku'd. And I do mean that in the literal sense. I do think it was an honorable discharge. I think is the best way to put it. Um, so he honorably discharged himself, and that's why you have the gun and why you're able to do a whole lot of different things. But I had a point. The reason why he's able to communicate has never actually been fully established. It's been theorized that it is because he's giving echoes, but or basically imprinted different thoughts into the gun. When you grabbed it, you're getting all this information or this all this information, but it would have been right then, not oddly right when you need it, and not through the hotline. I think there's a little bit more something. And to be honest, thinking about everything else when it comes to concepts, when it comes to this general thing, the concept of shooting oneself, that overall concept, and I'm not talking about the suicide, I'm not talking about anything, I'm talking about what it would actually be. You're using your own weapon against yourself. It's like the concept of if you punch yourself in the head and it hurts, are you strong or weak? It's that general thing. That's what I'm talking about, not the you're dead concept. I'm talking about the shooting yourself in the head. It's like how Persona 5, 4, I don't think it's 5, I think it's 4, possibly 3. One of the Persona games specifically, instead of using an emotion or a trigger, they use a literal trigger on a gun. It is not an actual gun. It literally cannot. It is a toy that just goes click. I think it has a laser pointer as well. But it's a toy that goes click because it's meant to visually give them that I'm shooting myself, boom, that thought, that concept, that trigger. And it's actually a pretty cool concept. And I think something around those lines is what Trench did by seppukuing himself, because I do think it was a double whammy of that. But the concept there did trigger something else and did something here and there because of what they were actually doing, why they were doing. Um, and I say they because it wasn't just Trench in that case, and something kind of cool, you're never just alone. Like, for an example, the guy you're gonna go see me go talk to, or I think I'm gonna hear some voice lines, um, Ati. Ati is not what he appears, or hell, he could be exactly what he appears to be, because it's Ati. Ati is more powerful than anything else in this game. He's the janitor of the oldest house. And something cool about the oldest house, it has a furnace. It has a mail room. It has all these different places that connect in weird ways. But something amazing about the oldest house is no one built any of that. None of this was built, none of this was placed by man. It just was there for them. Like how the control points are surprisingly in those specific spots for them to have a building to do this type of thing. Now, with that, I don't think Ati was hired. I think Ati, because Ati can actually just walk through the oldest house just kind of likes him. Um, I think Ati is actually like, I don't know how to describe this, like the little fishes on big fishes that eat or the big fishes plaque and stuff, the cleaners, that type of relationship, like white blood cells. But if you had one white blood cell that was sentient, I think is the best way to put it, where it can go anywhere, it can go through any vein, anywhere it can possibly fit. And because it's sentient and able to do things, it might actually fit through veins that it shouldn't otherwise be able to fit through. Like you wouldn't be able to get fit through there, but it can because it's good at what it does. Like that general thing, I think, is what Ati is. Now, speaking of Ati, let's go talk to that man because he is an amazing person. And like I said, he actually could just be a man, which is kind of fucking funny. I need to sit down because I was standing. Making sure I had that. Uh, Another cool thing about gameplay is each one of these add up and give a whole lot of benefit. Like, for an example, that alone allows me to shotgun blast a big motherfucker right in the teeth to allow me to have basically a full health right there instantly, where I am spamming out all my abilities, like my shield, slam him in the face, shotgun blast him with the shield, then shotgun blast him with shatter, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, until it's just dead because I can't really do things. Unless it has multiple boys, which is why I have Pierce and Shatter to be able to cover long range and close range. You'll see. This game is amazing for overall gameplay and survivability and just how it functions. When you're able to beat ass so severely it heals you, that just feels good. I am going the wrong way. Okay. I can I go this way? Ah, I know where I am. I'm up top.
You've gotten in here too?
Hell yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Let's get clean.
what in the fuck? What in the fuck? What in the fuck? There is not supposed to be enemies here. Can do. Get back, motherfucker. I actually need your bits. Come here. Give me your bits. Give me your bit. Certain enemies drop certain bits. That corrupted sample, hell yeah, I can actually just show you, allows me, and corrupted samples only drop off of the fungus boys, because they are a fung of a good time. I couldn't think of anything better off the top of my head. allows you to, at this point that I'm at, upgrade certain weapons and buy the rocket launcher. Not rocket launcher. Yeah, rocket launcher, not grenade launcher. I already have the grenade launcher. This is the rocket launcher that I am going to shoot base on camera because I also want to shoot this, but then gonna apply a very specific mod. That exploded twice. And I didn't even shoot two rockets. It's an explosion and implosion rocket because oh, I love this game. Okay. Da 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 da. I can even upgrade it. Fuck yeah. I'm just gonna quickly upgrade that. Now, I'm going to apply two upgrades. This one that I instantly need to see what the hell that did. Fuck you. Where's my rockets going? Why is it damaging me? Where the fuck did my rockets go? Hit them. Thank you. Thank you. That is exactly what I said to do. Now annihilate. Okay, so they do spread out. Cool. That is awesome. Oh, there's friendly fire. Good to know. Okay, that is gorgeous. There's another boy out that doorway. Okay then. Do I even need more projectile speed? You know what? I know he's out there. I'm just gonna use my big boy radius. Oh, it's him. Fuck, I'm just fucking up. How did that not... Die! There we go. Oh, my feelings. And... cease. Whew. Okay. Next upgrade I'm getting is the upgraded this boy to get more damage on zoom in to be able to just annihilate. Or... hell. You know what? I can figure that out later. I'm gonna go to Ati. Ooh! I think I'm actually gonna go to the ocean view. So I'm actually gonna show off how this functions.
Suomenlahden itäosa aluksi kaakon ja etelän välistä tuulta, yöstä alkaen lounais-suuntaan.
Hi, Goopy Goop.
Utuista, hyvä näkö.
Yeah.
Tietoista. Ajoittain on helpostikin sopiva. Myöhemmin iltapäivällä ja illalla suunnaltaan vaihtelevaa tuulta.
Huh. Okay.
Yöstä alkaen hiljentyy. Hyvä näkö.
Uh, just to give you a peek behind my mind, what I think is going on is it's visualizing what the gunk is. It's static.
Hyvä näkö.
Like literal static. That's why turning this on
Suunnaltaan vaihtelevaa tuulta.
flushes that, because it's cleaning out the static. And that's Ati talking, just so you know. Hell yeah! Thank you, Ocean View. Uh, do I have to?
15 selkeää, yli 20.
I thought I...
Helsinki Katajaluoto 18, Etelä-Kaakko 4,
What am I missing?
Yli 20. Bokassään 17. AK3. Melkein selkeä.
I got
Yli
the
20.
key. I should just
Plussassa
be able to leave, right? Why, why can't I leave?
Etelä 5. Puolipilvistä.
Alright, well, nothing changed in there. Let's see last door.
18. Etelä 3. Melkein selkeää. Yli 20. Nyham 17.
Do I have to...
Selkeää. Yli 20. Sunburn
You know what? Let's see what happens if I just
yli 20.
take out the cleaning product, relatively speaking.
Melkein 19. Aamuetelä 4. Melkein selkeää. Yli 20. Kaukastusta ja Sari
Will
16.
this allow me to open the door?
Yli 20.
Because I already got the key.
Yli 20.
I should just be able to leave. And if this doesn't work, it's obviously my game just broke. Which, to be honest, is pretty common because I am just a glitch magnet. But hopefully it didn't. Alright. Did this change anything
Palassaaressa 15.
for this room?
Etelä 6. Selkeää.
No. Gunk is not bad. Can I open the door? No, it broke. Oh, ain't that just gorgeous? Okay. It is only 30 minutes onto this, so I am going to play as much as I can just to show off some cool gameplay. And I should respawn after I get the key. But at least I know what to do, so I can easily speed run through it. Or not. At all. Oh, fuck. Do I have the... Do I have a rocket? I do. Cool. What am I gonna want to do on you? You know what? Do I want rocket sniper?
Mold's gotten in here too? Alright.
What?
He said, cocking her gun.
What? Why is it exploding only at that distance? Is that a problem with... Do I have too much speed? I had too much speed. That's... Okay, so... Rocket-ish. Okay, then. So that upgrade is max speed. That should have been something else. Like, there is no other way to get faster charge time. That should have literally just been something else. Uh...
Suulliseen keskipäivään asti. Suomenlahden itäosa aluksi kaakon ja etelän välistä tuulta. Yöstä alkaen lounaistuulta.
Time to clean the static again.
Sekunnit. Illalla tuuli heikkenee. Useista hyvä näkymys. Suomenlahden länsiosa, pohjois-itämeri, etelän ja lounaan välistä tuulta 5–12. Ajoittain noin 14 metriä sekunnissa. Iltapäivällä ja illalla suunnaltaan vaihtelevaa.
And To clarify, because we are in the ocean view, you see this version, and I'm guessing, and I know for a fact, that you have never seen this exact same hotel. But this is the hotel she always sees, and other people have seen because the first person that came here saw the same hotel. It's that general thing where it's a collective mindscape. General thing. Where if you, who you are, went to the ocean view, I don't think it would be this exact layout because I think it would be able to be twisted a little bit to fit your overall looks and designs, relatively speaking, what you are used to. And now, can I leave? Am I miss? What the fuck am I missing? So I was just missing something. What? What am I? What am I missing? Oh, you gotta be fucking joking. Now I am leaving that all in the video because I think that's kind of funny, but fuck, man. Hello, yeet, motherfucker. Okay, that is obviously one of those flying boys because it dodged my ship. And it's funny how it can dodge fast as fuck projectiles, but not that. Okay, I like Rocket! Whoo! Oh, you know what? Become my friend violently. You are now my friend. Fuck up your old friends, because I can demand you. Is that all of them? Hell yeah, that's all of them. Geronimo. There is actually very severe fall damage in this game, which is pretty fucking funny. When you actually have to do stuff like this, or you are just dead. Hello. Oh, bio. Oh, this is the foundation of the oldest house. Okay. Auntie, what the fuck are you? Ah, that's my thing. Fucking bitch. Yeet. I actually want this shit. Uh. Okay, so it's not that good. At least at that. Oh, he just has a metric fuck ton of health. No, he doesn't. If I just hit my shots, okay. A trick with the shield or a anti not gonna fuck you trick kind of thing. It is actually what you see. Any other point around it, they can actually shoot through or just punch you in the face through it. And something cool about their shields is any ability and enough damage can just pop it. So anything really can work against them. They're not that scary. Become my friend. I demand you. Yeah. And something kind of cool about things like this bad boy, you can have a on-demand go fuck yourself. Delivery! And DiGiorno! It doesn't do a whole lot, but it's cool. Oh, my feelings. They are of the hurt variety. Okay. Hell yeah. And something that I do want to show with what I just picked up, you can build your kit around anything that you really want to. I want versatility. That's what I'm building around. We're just complete versatility, complete up close, personal, and long range. Fuck 'em up. That general concept. But you can build around so many different things, and you can do whatever you want. I just make this look good because I'm just that good at it, and I'm not really making it look good. I'm just barrel stuffing. So. I have a bad feeling about. Yeah, I have a bad feeling about this. And I know I made a video on this a long time ago, I believe. Actually, I don't actually know. I think I did. But this video should most definitely be a little bit better. At the very least. And I'm not just talking about yesterday. Or 2 days ago. I want to slow dance to this song. I have no clue what he's saying, but it's pretty. It sounds like a pretty love song. Oh, hell yeah. I'm not playing more of that. That could have instantly gotten me fucked over. Oh, fuck. Well, if you want to look that up, there you go.
There's something up ahead. Do
Hello?
you see it?
This is where Ati lives. Okay.
Hey, girl. Porrofin. Holiday is holy.
Ati?
And I know he's a Finn now.
Did you miss me? Did you have piss in your sock? Yes. No, 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 no. Bark don't make a wound. You did good. Take my cassette player. You can borrow it. The song is a present from my friends to you. It will get you through the maze so you can do your job.
Did that really just happen? Of course it did. He gave me his cassette player. It'll get me through the maze, huh? The janitor always has the keys.
And now I feel good trying to use melee. Something I do want to cover
Okay,
about this
I've
place
got
here.
Ati's cassette player. What did he pick out for me?
Now,
A tango. Aha. A song from the band.
I am wanting to listen to the or yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm
It
going to
goes
listen to that
just
on my
fine.
own side or own time because I'm going to be able to, but I do want to cover this. This I think
Let's
is
go.
like a natural, what's it called, like containment field, containment unit, where that side is, I want to say, physical reality, where all this is conceptual reality, something around those lines. And I don't think it's anywhere near that simple, but all those bridges connect to other places across the entire thing, which is pretty cool. Now, with all that said, shown and done, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will catch you all on the next one.